Oh, okay. I think I have everything. I got my teas. I got scissors. I got a fucking bucket. I got a fucking bucket right here. I got my shitty teapot. I got a water boiler. I think I have everything. Hello? Piss bucket. No, not a piss bucket. I'm making 5 different, my favorite VTubers cat. Yeah, OBS disconnect. Yeah. I need to figure out what's causing that. That's yeah, it froze. I apologize. Is Nagi, hello. Ruv, hello. Hovercat, my beloved mod, hello. Akashi, hello. Woozy Mama, hello. Diggy, hello. Core, hello. Lampy, hello. Oh, I'm like, oh, all right. I gotta say hello to everybody. Oh my god. No coon pail. No coon pail. We have a different pail for that. Okay. All right. Okay. Crazy cat. Hello. How's everybody doing? Let me move my teas over here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. DMO. Hello. I'm in a pretty good mood today. Fehu. Hello. Oni, hello. Long time no see. I mean, I'm not trying to guilt trip you. It's just, you know, I haven't seen you in a while, and I'm happy to see you again, buddy. How you doing? Gray, hello. Shitbag McJones, hello. I get to go to Great America tomorrow. Ringo, hello. Congratulations on that. Yeah. Yo, shitbag, congrats. You mentioned first vaccine shot, so I'm guessing you got Moderna or Pfizer, right? Because the JJ shot and the other shots are like a one and go, right? Adamize, hello. Hootie, hello. Hi, Hootie. Was hanging out in your stream yesterday night. Had to go to sleep because of, you know, work and stuff like that. Rose, hello. Hello, Ruv. How you doing? Yeah, Moderna. There we go. Let's go. I'm Pfizer gang, but you know what? I respect Moderna. It's like a rivalry respect, you know. Wesley, hello. I'll be lurking about if you don't mind me doing so. Yeah, no problem, Wesley. Yeah. Thank you for lurking. I really appreciate it. Frankie Warden, hello, welcome. Oh man, I got Dolly Parton juice. Yeah, I wish you did too, Core. Pisces at Astra, hello, welcome. Oh, Nathan, hello. How you doing? UK, yeah, welcome. Demon Lord, hello. I'm guessing, Demon Lord, you were the first in chat. Am I correct in assuming that? You're like always the first. It's crazy. My all-nighter was definitely worth it. Oh, Gray. Yeah, happy to have you here. Ribians, hello. Waiting list on my first vaccine. Oof. Yeah. I mean, all the vaccines are good, right? But some people would rather get like a one-and-done shot, like the JJ. Some people would rather get the booster, because I heard the one-and-done shots, like they hit you like a truck. Like they hit really hard. Yo, happy Pride. Let's go. It's June. Let's go. It's Pride Month. Okay. Should I get started? All right. I got my skizzers. I was worried I would forget my scissors and I'd have to use my knife. One time I cut open a tea bag with my knife. I have a daily carry knife. And I was so excited, I cut myself. Like, I cut myself pretty deep in the finger with my knife. So I always use scissors. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Microcode those vaccines. Yeah. The second shot hit me hard too, Cow Sharp. Yeah, like the second shot hit me like a brick. I was out for 3 days. The Russian vaccine is awful. Early versions are outright not only painful but hurting. Yeah, Gray. The Sputnik vaccine, it's pretty effective though, I've heard. It's just a one and done shot, and the one and dones, like they hit you like you get the actual flu, I've heard. I mean, which sucks. It's never fun to get the flu, but at least, like, you know, you don't have to worry about that, like, permanent lung complication, you know? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, I bled for my passion. Yeah. Get into the vibe? Yeah, please do. Please do, shitbag. Hey, Shady, hello! Yeah, orcs say gay rights. Let's go. Trans rights, gay rights, everything, man. Hey, Arden, Princess Arden, hello. Hope you have a lovely stream tonight. I'm going to be lurking while I work on alt outfit. Yes, please. Well, I welcome lurkers. Thank you for supporting me that way. I love lurkers because I myself am a lurker. Okay. Have I said hello to everyone? Did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't miss anyone. Did I miss anyone? Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Let's jump into it, shall we? I am so excited to get these teas. Oh, Domino, hello. Welcome back, Domino. Happy you could make it. Lurking while I do makeup. Try to be here with that tea being spilled. Yeah, Shady, please. Thank you for coming out. Yo, all, hello. Thanks for coming out. I heard it's been super hot in your neck of the woods. Oh, hey Mong, hello. All right, hey Mong, that's a really good question. I have two from China. From I don't know if Heimong, maybe only, I don't know if anybody would know like actual provinces in China. This is from I'm gonna butcher this because I don't speak Chinese. I took 2 semesters in college and my tones are awful. It's from Fujian, China. Fujian. I have 2 teas from Fujian, China. Oh, Ed Zetsubo, hello. Welcome. And I have 3 from Taiwan. These are my teas. And I gotta say, for my money, no, unfortunately, no Ceylon. These are all Chinese teas because my focus tends to be Chinese teas. I think China makes the best teas in the world. They're so good. And I love all teas. I love Japanese tea. I love Indian tea, Vietnamese tea, Thai tea. Like anywhere that makes tea, Rwandan tea is good. Like I love all teas, right? But for my money, and I spend a shit ton of money on teas per year. My love is Chinese teas. I just love Chinese teas, you know. Here we go. Don't care much for oolong. Prefer black tea. Russian Caravan is good stuff. Pu'er is really good. My most expensive tea in my collection that's in my closet in a temperature controlled box is a Pu'er tea. An authentic Pu'er tea from 1960, I think. Fujian, Taiwan. Yeah, those are 2. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although Fujian, yeah. You guys remember where I come from? Ruv, I think you come from Costa Rica. I apologize if I'm wrong. I'm an orc. I have exactly 3 brain cells, so I often forget important things. But if I recall, Ruv, you're from Costa Rica. Yes, there we go. Let's go. Beltane, hello. Welcome back. Okay. You're just in time. I haven't cut open my first tea yet. I want to jump right into it. So I've got 3 from Taiwan and 2 from China, from Fujian, right? Which one should I cut open? I'm thinking of leaning towards one of the Taiwanese teas so I can go back and forth. Like Taiwan, China. Yeah. I'm going to go back and forth. Let's go with the lowest elevation Taiwanese tea. This one's 1,500 meters above sea level. I'm going to cut that bitch open. Oh, that's the stuff. A little bit milky. So these are all like very high elevation teas and they're not flavored at all. They're completely unflavored. But I think this one's a little bit, smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and queue up 9 to 10 grams. There we go. Nathan, yes. In general, because obviously when you're taste testing and grading teas for quality, there's a whole bunch of things. Oh yeah, hey Mong, this stuff is so freaking expensive. I have to properly measure it because if I use too little, I'm wasting the entire batch. If I use too much, well, I'm wasting it, right? It's too much, right? So I queued up almost exactly 10 grams. Let's boil the water to 93. Nictus, hello Nictus. Sneef. But anyways, Nathan, to answer your question, there's a lot of things that go into making a really, really high quality tea. And sometimes you can have point A, B, and C. You could have all the things ready to go to make a beautiful, like, very good tasting tea, and it would just taste like shit. Just because, the most common reason is rain. If it rains too much or if it rains too little, and you can't control the weather, right? Like these gardeners, these farmers, they can't control the weather. Sometimes it's in the right area. It rains too much or it rains too little, and the tea ends up tasting like shit. And there's nothing they can do about it, right? Anyways, the water's boiled. Let's go ahead and... So we're gonna rinse. So I pour in water, and then I'm going to immediately pour this shit out. I don't know if you guys can hear the piss. I'm not pissing. I'm pouring out tea water. And then you pour in the actual tea water that you're going to drink. Ha! I knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. All right. Can you guys guess what I forgot? I forgot my mug. I forgot the mug that I was going to. What am I going to drink it straight out of the teapot? Like what? All right, I apologize. I'm going to run out and get my cup. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh my god. How did I forget that? Oh. Okay. Oh my god, that looks really green. That is beautiful. Very little oxidization though. Very little. Just pour it in your hands and drink it that way. I refuse, Jordan. I refuse. Zathers, hello. Zathers, welcome. Alois, welcome. Powerful sprint. Wait, did you guys hear me? Did you guys fucking hear me running? Oh, I forgot to mute. Zeal, hello, welcome. What a rookie mistake. Thump. All right. Can you guys hear the pour? Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Yeah, give me every drop. Squeeze out every drop. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh yeah. All right. So we're gonna sniff. Oh, that smells really good. Very, very floral. Oh, yeah. Talking about oxidization. All right, let's take a sip, shall we? That's good. A little metallic. No. I think that initial flavor was like whatever the heck I ate for lunch. What did I eat for lunch? Croco. So all right. So the question Croco asked was, where did I get my fancy tea? I had a long think about this 2 days ago. Unless I get paid for it, I don't think I'm gonna say like what company I got my tea from, right? just as a personal thing, I don't wanna like shill for a company. I don't want to do any advertising. Like I don't want any advertising on my YouTube channel. PC Animation, hello, welcome. Yeah. Fuck capitalism, right? Shitbag. This tea is a single source. It's unblended. All 5 teas that I got are unblended teas. Yeah, this is a very green tea. So for oolong, you should be getting 2 flavors that signify that it's a high-end tea, right? You should be getting very little like vegetal flavor, like very little grassy, spinachy. Like, you know, if you drink like like a matcha. A good matcha has a little bit of a like beanie edamame type taste, right? Like green, grassy type flavor, right? You should get very little grassy flavor from a high-end oolong. What you're looking for is like kind of a very light fruity flavor, and also a lot of floral flavors, like lots of different like flowers, right? Oh yeah, the seaweed flavor, like that umami flavor, right? Yeah. Like a edamame, seaweedy type flavor. Yeah. So this first tea that I'm drinking, that's about 1,500 meters above sea level. I'm getting very little fruit, and I'm getting a lot of floral notes. Justin, my favorite type of tea is oolong. Oolong is my absolute love. Love it. Whenever I order oolong, is always served with the milk. Is that correct? Oh, no. Great. If you're drinking a tea with milk and sugar in it, that's perfectly fine. That's a very valid way to drink tea. The only caveat I would say is that the higher quality the tea, the more expensive the tea, the more not okay it is to drink it with milk and sugar, right? If you're drinking a cheaper tea, and I'm not saying a tea that's in lower quality, I'm just saying a tea that doesn't cost as much. Oh, you mix it with milk and sugar and it's delicious. It tastes really good. I have nothing against tea with milk and sugar in it. It's just if you're drinking a really, really high-end tea, you just can't mix it with anything, right? Like you got to drink it as is, right? Exactly, the original flavor of the leaf. Yeah. I would say this tea, good floral notes. Yeah, ketchup on steak or any type of, I mean, like the higher end the steak, like you don't want to put any sauce on it, right? Like if you're cooking a ribeye cap, if you're cooking like a $20 per pound steak, $20 to $30 per pound, you don't even want to put garlic on it, right? Like you don't want to put anything on a steak that's over $20 to $30 per pound. Like you just want to taste the steak itself, and that's it, right? Exactly, yeah. I would say this is definitely a good tea. It's definitely worth the money that I paid for it. I think I paid 20 for 2 ounces for this, so I paid $10 per ounce. It's worth the 20, but I've had tea from this exact same garden last year, 2020, and 2020 was a bad year. It was an awful year for tea. Just the weather wasn't that good. It was very dry in Taiwan that year. So the weather wasn't that good, and I would consider it better, only slightly better than last year's, which is kind of a disappointment. I was hoping it would be better, a lot better, because I had the 2019 from this same farm, and the 2019 was awesome. Oh my god, it was like the best I've ever had from that garden. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, just a little. Because it's only a little bit better than the 2020 harvest, right? I chug my coffee with tea and cold and nothing added. I mean, that's valid, Krako. That's absolutely valid. Maybe I'll like it more the more that I think about it. It's all right. So my main complaint about this tea is, do you guys know about body? Like the body of a liquor? Like if they say that a wine is heavy bodied, or if it has a thin body, a body is like the thickness of the liquid in your mouth, right? If it's a thin body, it's more watery, right? And once you get past the top end flavor, like if you get more floral and fruity notes over like grassy, herbal, vegetal, like those types of like green veggie type notes. It's So it's kind of like viscosity, but it's not, because all tea is super. It's like super thin, right? Yeah. Mayo has a very heavy body, but the thing is, like, well, for wine, the way that they test the body is you just like swirl it in the glass, and then you look at it run down the side of the glass, right? And if it runs more thickly, you can say like, oh, this wine has legs, right? So the body of a tea is actually what separates from like high end from like special, right? Does that make sense? Because I can tell that this is a high end tea, but I wouldn't call it special. I wouldn't, like, for example, I wouldn't go back to this lady that sold me this tea and say, oh, give me 2 pounds of this, right? 2 pounds, right? Because I don't consider this special. I don't consider this something that's worth saving. This is something that I don't want to like drink, right? Orc milk has a heavy body. I mean, it depends on the orc, right, all? Oh, Flippy. We didn't say nothing, Flippy. We didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, Flippy. I don't know what you're talking about. Bastard, hello. Sarah, hello. Again, Sarah, I'm so sorry for timing you out last time I streamed. I'm so freaking sorry. I still feel bad about that. So. My final verdict is that this is definitely a high quality tea. It's worth $10 per ounce, but I wouldn't consider this a specialty. This is not a tea that I'm going to order more of. I'm not going to order more of this tea. Let's go ahead and dump the rest out. Does smell very nice though. That is a special tea. We're gonna dump out the old leaves because we're moving on. We're moving on! Come on, get out. It's hot. Okay. Alright, let's move on to a Chinese tea. Fujin. So we have two. One at 1200 and one at 1700. We'll start with the 12. We'll start with the 12er. This was... Yeah, definitely more veggie. I'm smelling more veggie in the dry leaf. You know what it kind of reminds me of? You guys know tomato leaf? Like, have you ever been in a garden and smelled like tomato leaf? It's got kind of a tomato leaf type smell. Which is not a bad smell. But it's not a smell that I would necessarily want out of a tea, right? I don't know. Well, we'll queue it up and we'll put in 9.5 grams. A little bit more. 9.6, 9.7. Yeah. You got to put in the grams, right? Let's boil our tea. Inactive rig, unmuted mic, internal voice. Oh, is it? Oh, it's because of the positioning. When I turn my head too much, I guess. Yeah, right there. That's when I cut off. Okay. Orc got a big sniffer and he gonna use it. Yeah, great, exactly. This is actually dry tomato leaf. Something about a big orc sniffing tea seems really good. So I actually, the owner of this tea company is just a really grumpy little old lady that lives in Taiwan, and she barely speaks any English, right? And I talked to her through email, and she does send me these little like 2-ounce samples every time they do a harvest, right? And if there's something that I really, really like that is really, really special, I'll order a pound, 2 pounds, sometimes 3 pounds of like one tea, and I'll keep it in my closet, right? Oh, we're done. Let's go ahead and rinse this ASAP. That's good. So I'm getting tea straight from the garden for the most part. Pour it up. Give it a little shake. Give it a little shake. Yeah. While this is percolating, I need to refill my water boiler. Hot. Okay. I'm liking it. Whew. How much tea do I have? Justin, I have 5 different types of tea and I have 2 ounces of each. Oh wait, how much tea do I have total, like in my collection? I would venture to guess this is like what I bought it for. If I could sell it for what I bought it for, which, you know, it's kind of tough, right? Because that's tough. But assuming that I could sell it for what I bought it for, I think I got about like a little over $3,000 worth of tea in my closet. Oh man, it's getting hot in here. So anyways, I email correspond with this grumpy old Taiwanese lady to pick my teas every year, right? And she is not polite. There is no customer service with her, right? She's just always kind of like grumpy, and she's like, it's because she sells her tea wholesale, and tea is generally worth a lot more in Asia, and they buy it in larger quantities in Asia, right? So to her, like, she doesn't give a shit if some nobody that lives in, you know, the United States of America buys like an extra 5 pounds a year. 5 pounds is nothing to her. They sell in quantities of I think 50 kilograms, which is like 120 pounds or so, right? So the only reason why she sells it to me is because like I do get pretty torqued about tea, and I think it tickles her that someone that's like not Asian, someone that's from the US is like super into tea. Does that make sense? And she doesn't hesitate. So after I taste these teas, I'll write her an email and just say like, oh, you know, I like this one, I like this one, I got these notes, I didn't like this one, I didn't like this one. I give her my general opinion and she'll listen. If I'm right, she'll be like, yeah, that's what I thought too, right? And then if I'm wrong, she'll say, I don't know if this is like prejudiced or racist or something. She says I have the taste, I have the tea sense or the tea taste of a white person, like a hayren, right? I'm like, I don't know how to tell her, like, hey, I'm not white, I'm green. So I just kind of leave it at that, you know? You taste tea like a white man. Your opinion, white. Oh, is it hey? Oh, no, it's Byron. Yeah, Byron. She says Byron, yeah. It's been a while. This is also... No, this one's less green. So, objectively... This one's a little bit less green. But I'm a little bit worried about that vegetal tomato type flavor. I'm a little bit worried. Let's taste it. I'm pouring. Ah, that's hot. I'm used to pouring hot tea, so my fingers are pretty dead to the temperature, but I'm pouring with the wrong hand. I usually pour with my right hand, and I'm pouring with my left because of my setup right now. All right, let's taste test. Well, first we're gonna sniff. We're gonna sniff the boiled tea. It does smell better. I'm not smelling any of that like weird vegetal flavor. Your tea choice is bad, and I sentence you to white. Beep. I have a funny. Beep. First of all, welcome, Beep. Thank you as always for tuning in, and also the work that you do, the work that you do on all of my VODs, saying like, oh, stream starts at 5 minutes 50 seconds. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. But Beep, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna give you a funny question about that. Not a question. I'm gonna give you a funny story about that right-handed thing. Okay, so I write right-handed. I use most stuff with my right hand. However, I am naturally a left-handed person, and I play all sports left-handed. So I'm a golfer. I like to go. I like to golf, but I suck at it. Right? My golf clubs are left-handed. I play left-handed golfing. Right? So this is the reason. Right? When I was a kid, I was left-handed. I wrote with my left hand. Right? But my dad comes back into this story. Right? My dad comes back into the story. He read in like a magazine or something. He read somewhere that he read somewhere that people that are left-handed are much more likely to be homosexual. And he was like, "No son of mine is gonna be left-handed. Learn to use everything with your right hand." So he forced me to learn how to do everything with my right hand. And I remember as a 4-year-old, I was like, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I would rather be gay and left-handed than straight and right-handed. That's just what I want, right? So anyways, so I learned how to write with my right hand, and that was tough. That took me 3 years to learn how to like write with my right hand, right? Exactly, core, right? Exactly. Anyways, so I was learning how to play sports. I was learning how to play baseball and football with my right hand, and I sucked at it because basically every time I learned how to do anything new, I had to relearn how to do it with my right hand because that's not my dominant hand, right? So I was trying to learn how to play baseball with my right hand, and the coach came up to him. And was like, "Hey, why are you forcing him to learn how to be right-handed? He's a lefty. Like, let him be a lefty, right?" And my dad was like, "Just shut the hell up. Like, just do your job and like coach, right? Like, don't try to tell me how to raise my kid, right?" But then the coach, who is like galaxy brain, right? My coach was like, "Hey, you know that like left-handed baseball players have a huge advantage in the game, right? Like, left-handed players have a huge advantage in baseball. Like, a lefty pitcher like fucks with everybody, right? A lefty pitcher is a really good pitcher, right? And then also, if you're batting left-handed, you're one step closer to first base. Because if you think about like the positioning of when you're batting, like you're one step closer to first base from when you're batting with the left-handed. So left-handed batters have a huge advantage in baseball, right? So my dad was like, "All right, let him use his left hand then." So I started to do sports with my left hand because somebody convinced my dad that being a lefty was a huge advantage in sports. And also for boxing. Left-handed boxers have a huge advantage. That coach was really nice. That coach also took me and my brother aside and was like, "Hey, you probably have not realized this yet because you're both like 10 years old. You're 10 and 9 years old, but your dad is like a fucking asshole and he's wrong. So just endure it. If he ever hits you, like, come to me and then I'll call the cops, and then like once you're 18, you're free of him. You don't need to worry about your dad forever." So that coach was just like, "He's an asshole, he's wrong." What a good man. Oh man. So yeah, that's why I write with my right hand, but I do all sports with my left hand. Yo, shitbag. We're oolong buddies now. Okay, I love your coach. Aura, I'm pretty sure the coach was married. The coach had a kid, and the kid was on our team as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Google. Welcome, welcome. I'm drinking tea tonight. This is my second tea that I've cut open and I'm trying. And I gotta say... Okay, so the flavor is a little bit lacking. I'm definitely getting... I'm getting like a... First of all, it's a little bit dry. Like on my tongue, the liquor is a little bit dry. And I'm just gonna break it down for you. Whenever a tea sommelier says that a tea is dry, what they're actually saying is that it's bitter. You could taste a little bit of bitterness, astringency, whatever you want to call it. So when I say it's a little bit dry, that's like corporate advertising talk for bitter. Because you never want to say bitter, right? Like if you say, oh, this tea's a little bit bitter, like anybody that's reading and trying to buy the tea will be like, oh, fuck no, I hate bitterness, right? Yeah. Tea vocab, dry equals bitter. Yeah. So it's a little bit bitter. However, I gotta be honest, the body of this tea is out of this world. This tea is like thick. This tea is like really good. Dryness for liquor is different, I think. Harney? Like when they say liquor is dry or wine is dry, it's a little bit different. Like the meaning of it is a little bit different. B, body is how like thick the liquid is. Like, you know, all right, so you know when you pour out milk, it's still water, right? It's not like honey or mayo, right? Like milk is still, it pours like water, but when you drink milk and when you drink water, the liquor has a different consistency, right? Right? Like milk is quote unquote thicker than water. So what I'm looking for is like the thickness of the tea. Yeah. People ramble about tannins. Exactly, Shady. Yeah. Imagine if milk had the consistency of mayo. No, Astro, no. Oh, also, Astro, welcome. I must have missed your first chat. I apologize. So this tea is a little bit bitter. It's a little bit dry, but the thickness is excellent. The consistency of it, the body of it is like very, very good. Which is very impressive for, I think this is a 1200? What's the elevation of this garden? 5112. So 12 means 1200, right? And the 51 is the harvest date. So it was harvested, this was harvested really late. Oh my god. This was harvested May 1st. Huh. That's really late for tea that's harvested in Fujian. Typically they harvest in April. So this was like at the very last minute they harvested this. That might account for why it's so thick. So this tea was $5 per ounce. So it's $10 for 2 ounces. I might order more of this tea. This is actually really good. It's really interesting. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to pour a second. I want to go for a second steep, and I'm gonna steep it for less time. It might be bitter because I left it in the hot water for too long. So let's go ahead and pour another. We're gonna give it a little shake. Give it a little shake. Okay. We're gonna leave that there for 40 seconds, and then I'm gonna try it again. See, oh, let's pour this out. It's too bitter. If I can get it, if I can steep this tea, if I can brew it in a way where it's got that heavy body but it's not bitter, oh baby, I'm gonna order a bunch of. I'm gonna order like maybe 2 pounds of this. Yeah. With some sugar, it's just jiggly ice cream. Dilf tea. My first message was about time traveling to beat up your dad every year, Astro. Thank you so much. Do you have something to pour liquids into your bedroom, Astro? I set up a not a coffee table. I set up a nightstand. I got an extension cord. I have my cheap water boiler. I've got a bucket here to pour my the dregs, like you know the brewed leaves. I got some skizzers to cut open my bags of tea. I'm set up. I'm ready to go. All right, we got 40 seconds. let's go. Let's go. Pour some tea. Oh yeah, that smells good. It smells really good. So let's discuss my theories on like what causes certain flavors to come out in certain teas, right? So the high elevation is what gives you that fruity floral flavor, right? Yo, Yamie, hello. It's 40 seconds. I'm trying. All right. So this is my second tea that I've tried. It's from Fujian, China, and I think it's a little bit bitter. I tasted a little bitterness, which is like, you don't want that in your tea. So you don't want it on an expensive tea. But I'm accounting for the fact that maybe it was user error. Maybe I brewed it for too long. If you leave the hot water in the tea leaf for too long, obviously it gets a bit more bitter, right? Unless it's a very, very expensive tea, right? I like the body of this tea a lot, though. So if I can get rid of that bitter flavor but keep the body, I might have a winner on my hands. I might order 2 pounds of this. Oh, that's heavenly. That's excellent. That dryness, that bitterness is gone. It's a little bit less heavy, but it's still got body. Excellent. So what causes the body of a tea to be better or worse? Like what causes the body to be heavier, right? The elevation and where that it was the elevation of the tea in which it was grown. So when this tea was alive on a bush, when it was growing on a bush, what was the elevation of the land that it was grown on, right? So the land that this tea was grown on was in Fujian province in China, and it was at 1,200 elevation, 1,200 meters above sea level. 1,200 meters, which is like what about like 3,600 feet? 3,600 feet elevation, which is a mountain, right? Like it's on top of a mountain. Oh, that's excellent. It's still a little bit veggie-like, which the vegetal flavors are going to come out if it's lower elevation. The closer it is to 1,000 or even lower than 1,000 meters, more of this like veggie-like flavor is going to come out. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because lower elevation teas, they grow faster, right? So when the leaf is growing faster on the tea plant, it tastes more like a leaf, right? And the slower that the leaf grows, the more stressed the plant is, the more like complex flavors that come out, right? So that veggie-like flavor that's in this tea, that's just a consequence of it being grown at 1,200 meters. What caused this body? I have an opinion of what causes body. I think it's about whether there's too much or too little rain and whether it's cold or hot. If it's colder and if there's less water in the growing season that this leaf was grown in, it tends to have heavier body. And that makes sense, right? Like less water and the flavors are more concentrated, right? The plant was stressed because the temperature was lower, there's probably more cloud cover, and there was less water. There's less rainfall. I think this is a winner. I think I'm gonna buy like two or 3 pounds of this. Flippy, this is all anecdotal. It's just someone that orders tea from the same farm every single year, right? And then you notice the changes from year to year, and then the only way to test the theory is just like you look at the weather pattern for that season. I'm an elf weeb. I'm an elf otaku. It's not a phase, Dad. Elf culture is just superior. I burned my fell self. All right, that's fine. I'm an elf otaku. Yeah, exactly, shitbag. Yeah, floral and grassy. That's what you get for simping for elves. Elf simp. Rose. Hey, Randon, how can I make good Thai tea? I seem to suck at it. You know, Thai tea, especially the Thai tea that you get at a tea shop or a tea cafe, they put in a lot of sugar into it. So honestly, if you want it if you want it the way that you get it at like a bubble tea shop, you just have to use way more sugar than you're used to using, and try to use syrup. Don't use granulated sugar. Use syrup, sugar syrup or corn syrup. Elves are not lewd. They're a noble race. Yeah, that's the fan translation of Dungeon Meshi, right? Where Marcial is like, elves are not lewd. We are a proud and noble race. This is a winner. Yeah. I'm gonna buy 2 pounds of this, which is probably gonna run me about like $80 or $90 for 2 pounds. It's totally worth it though. Now this is what I would consider a more, oh god, Golden Alpaca. Dungeon Meshi is one of my favorite manga. It's so good. Dungeon Meshi is so freaking good. I also like how the orcs in Dungeon Meshi are actually pretty cool. Like they actually don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm back from drawing. Randon enjoying tea. I see Randon is still enjoying tea. Yeah, Sarah, thank you so much. You know, I have should I mention this? I don't want to make anybody that's making fan art feel bad in any way, but I guess I should mention this. I have a very strict always pay for art policy. Always pay for art, right? So I feel very conflicted when I get a new piece of fan art, because I'm like, I should probably pay for this. But if I did that, I wouldn't have any money left. Like, I would just be completely broke. So I don't know how to approach that. The way that I've handled it is, I don't need to pay for it, but if I'm going to use the fan art in any way, if I'm going to make it into a profile picture, if I'm going to use it in my thumbnail, for my YouTube videos, if I'm going to use it for anything, I have to pay for it. But as long as I don't use it for anything, I don't need to pay for it. Yeah, that's how I. Yami, you did the fan art of us eating noodles together, right? And I felt such a very strong need to like pay you somehow. It's tough. It's just really tough. Shady, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. And I will enjoy the tea. I'm enjoying it right now. Fehu, thank you so much. What if I pay you? No, Curve, don't. I've made my peace with reluctantly not paying for fan art. Maybe if I can monetize my channel one day, I will pay, but for now, it's a little bit tough for me to pay everybody that makes fan art, you know? If I want to use your fan art like in a thumbnail for my YouTube videos, or as a profile picture, or as like a banner or something, I will usually DM you and I'll say like, hey, I want to use for this. How much do I pay you for like usage rights, right? Like, I'm not buying the art, I'm just buying the right to use it in this restricted setting, like for a profile picture. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Like for Rico Azrash, he made an amazing fan art of me as Eratus, the Necromancer, and I wanted to use it as a thumbnail for my Eratus playthrough. So I approached him and I was like, hey, like I want to use it as a thumbnail. Like, can I get usage rights? You know? Oh, Gomi, thank you. Stealing your YouTube. It's not stealing. Maybe make one of those fan art scrolls that some YouTube do. Yeah, but Snappy, if I put it anywhere on my YouTube video, I'm gonna have to pay for it. Like, I'm firm on that. Like, I'm not gonna put it in like as a role on my actual OBS and use it on my stream unless I pay you for it. Like, and that I'm not gonna budge on that. Like, if I'm gonna use it in my stream content or in my video content, I have to pay for it. I'm just gonna pay for it. Like, I'm never not gonna pay for it, you know? This is a winner. All right. Okay. Based fan art socialism. I don't even think I care more than usual for artists, right? This is just how much artists should be base respected by everybody. Right? Cause Because your time is extremely valuable. If you spent an hour or 2 hours making something, you should be compensated for those hours that you spent. Whew. My God, it's hot. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot in here. I'm like sweating bullets. I'm gonna have to take my shirt off. Oh my God. Could you imagine if Hololive paid every person who drew fan art? Exactly. It's just, it's tough. It's it's tough. Artists, waiters, cashiers, retailers. Yeah, exactly, Flippy. You gotta respect all of those people. Shirtless orcs, all deserve respect. Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's empty out this leaf. We're gonna go with tea number 3. Let's look at the leaf. So what makes an oolong or a Chinese tea leaf? Chinese being Camellia sinensis. What can you tell, like, whether it's good quality or not? I'm looking at the leaf right now. First of all, it's whole leaf. It's unbroken. You want to see leaves in packs of 3, like in bunches of 3, right? And you want it to be more arrow shaped. Like a thinner, longer leaf is a sign of a better high quality leaf. So we got a very long, thin leaf here. It's unbroken. It's in a stem of 3, so that's how you know it's good. And I'm looking at the edges of the leaf, and it's a little bit red-brown, a little bit of browning redness of it, which signifies that it's been oxidized a little bit more, right? They left it out and they let the air get to it, and it's fermented ever so slightly, and that's what gives it its floral flavor. So in general, the more red the edge of the leaf, the more floral flavors that are going to come out. Which they probably did that to this leaf because they knew that it was lower elevation and it was a little bit more vegetal, right? More veggie-like, and they wanted to mask that flavor. Because anybody that knows tea knows that, like, that vegetal flavor means that it's lower quality, right? Lower elevation. So if you oxidize it more before you fire it and roll it, you can get more floral flavor out of it, and you can mask that veggie type flavor. Now, I mean, you want more fruity flavors. You get more fruity flavors the more that you oxidize it. Unfortunately, I don't think they pulled it off because I drank that tea and I didn't detect many fruity flavors. It was more vegetal with a tiny bit of floral flavors, you know? But you know, the body was excellent, so that's worth buying more of. Oh God, it's hot. Oh my God. Whew. I didn't even know tea could taste like fruit. Snappy, it's not sweet like fruit. It's more like, because you know fruit tastes different depending on the fruit, right? Like a strawberry does not taste like a peach, right? And a peach does not taste like a plum, right? They all have like different little like flavors, right? So when I say a tea, I'm sipping on a tea and I'm saying that it's got fruity flavors. I'm not saying that it's sweet. I'm saying that it's got like a flavor that reminds me of, like, you know, a plum. It reminds me of a peach. Yeah. It reminds me of like papaya. Some teas remind me of papaya. Yeah. Bananas and apples taste exactly the same. You get that fruitiness by oxidizing it. So we're going to cut open our third tea. This is a tea from Nantou province or Nantou County in Taiwan. Pretty high, well, yeah. Oxidization reaction is oxidizing. Yeah, yummy. All right, so let's go over oxidization in tea, right? Oxidization is a very, very important part of tea production. Very important. I would argue the most important thing. So what is tea oxidization, right? What is a green tea? A green tea is a tea that has 0% oxidization before it's been steam fired. If you steam a tea, it prevents it from oxidizing further, right? So a green tea is green because it's 0% oxidized. What's a black tea? What is a black tea or a red tea, right? A black tea or a red tea is a tea that's been 100% oxidized. You just leave it out there until the leaf turns black and then you drink it, right? Where did you buy these teas? Do they have an online store? Gomi, I had a long internal conversation. I am not going to shill the store that I bought this from because I never want to advertise on my YouTube channel. Does that make sense? I don't want you guys to I don't want to influence you guys to spend money. I just want you guys to hang out with me and hear me nerd about teas. And I appreciate that so much. Like, I was tempted not to do this because I was afraid that this is not something that you guys would be interested in. And like, my chat interaction is not good, right? Like, normally I try to read and respond to everything you guys are saying, but I'm missing half of everything because I'm nerding out about this tea, and I apologize for that. Like, I should be spending more time chatting with you guys, but instead I'm drinking tea, which I feel bad about. This is a one-off. I'm not going to do this too much. It's just like, I'm so stoked that I got this new tea, you know, and I wanted to drink it, you know. So this, I can immediately tell this is good shit. So Nantou County in Taiwan goes anywhere from 1,400 to 1,800 meters above sea level, right? It caps out at about 18. This is probably close to 18. Do not worry, it's more interesting to hear you talk about tea than responding to my shit post. But I love your shit posts, shitbag. They're a work of art. Like a dragon, but smelling fruity and vegetable-ish. Yeah, exactly, Gray. What sounds weird? I am drinking tea. Been a while since I last drank tea. Learned. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it. Hey, Randon, do you usually do random 100 something, or when will you do 100 mugs of tea? If I do 100 mugs of tea, I'll die. Like, I'll die of, like, caffeine poisoning. My favorite brand of tea bag is Halo. I've never heard of it, Anson. Anson, welcome, by the way. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm an artist and slightly surreal bits are my medium. Let's go. What you joking about, crazy cat? Ah, I see. The 100 mugs. Yeah. I'm really excited for this. My gut says that this is special. This is going to be a special tea. I'm guessing 17 or 100 meters. Let's pour out. Let's do the full 10 grams. And I see a little bit of that Fujian leaf. Let's clear that out. I don't want it to contaminate this at all. Let's boil that water. Need to slurp louder into the mic. Yamie, for you, I will. I'll slurp as loud as I can, okay? Randon, do you have any specific machine or tool you use for your tea? I don't want to advertise, so I might ask. So I've got a really expensive water boiler / filter. It's a combined filter water boiler, but it's very heavy. It's in my kitchen, and I considered bringing it over into my room, into my bedroom where I stream. I decided not to, and I'm using my cheap water boiler. Like, this is a water boiler that doesn't even have... It's got a temperature gauge, but it's not accurate, right? And then I have a set of very expensive Gaiwan that I got directly from China. Those are very expensive, and I don't really want to use them here because I don't have enough space. I have a set for Gongfu tea ceremony, and I don't have enough space on my desk to do that. So I'm doing it with a normal teapot right here. Tea remains free of impurities, so if you I don't distill water. I use spring water that I purchased from a store, right? I'm using spring water right here, and then I run it through a charcoal filter to get it like extra clean. Yeah, I use spring water and then I charcoal filter it. Let's go ahead and rinse this tea. Where's there it is. Ah! Pour it out. Pour it out. Get out of there. Get out of there. I see the liquid. Get out of there. Oh my god. This teapot is like wildin'. What the hell, dude? I see the liquid still in there. You gotta get it all out. Did it like fuck up somehow? Get out. There we go. So, what I'm doing right here, and I've done this for every tea, is I pour in a little bit of hot water. I leave it there for about 10 seconds, and then I immediately pour that water out into my bucket. I'm not drinking the first batch of liquid that hits this tea leaf. Why do I do that? Now, the reason why I do that is because the tea leaf that I'm drinking is at room temperature, right? Like when it's dry and it's coming out of the bag, it's at room temperature, right? As soon as you pour hot water onto that leaf, your water temperature drops, right? Because you have something low temperature hitting something high temperature. The stuff that's at high temperature gets lower temperature. The stuff at lower temperature gets higher, right? It's just thermodynamics. It's heat. It's the principle of like movement of heat, right? So when somebody tells you you should be boiling this tea at 95 Celsius, right? But if you pour it onto dry tea leaf, you're actually brewing it at like 92, 91 degrees Celsius, right? So what you do is you pour it in first, you pour in hot water, then you immediately pour it out. That's called rinsing, right? And then the next time that you pour in 95 degree water, it's actually at 95 degrees. Yes. Or it's closer to 95. It's never going to be exactly 95, right? So rinsing the tea leaf is actually really important for getting the best flavor out of it. Oh my God. This looks amazing. This is like really oxidized. I would say this is like closer to 25-30% oxidized. They like went ham on this shit. Holy shit. That means the tea master that made this leaf in Taiwan like a month and a half ago was ballsy as fuck. This guy has taken some expensive shit and he's doing it in batches of like $20,000 worth of raw tea leaf. And he was like, fuck it, I know what I'm doing. And he oxidized the shit out of this leaf. He could have ruined $20,000 worth of tea if he didn't know what he was doing. So they probably picked like an old Taiwanese man that's been doing this for like 50 years and he knew what the fuck he was doing. So why is tea expensive? It's because this shit, from it being planted in the ground to it being gardened and husbanded to it being harvested, like picked off the bush, to it being rolled into little balls, the entire process of making this tea leaf is done by hand. It's hand picked, hand rolled, like hand packaged, like everything is done by hand. This is why this tea is so fucking expensive. Have I ever visited Taiwan? I would love to visit Taiwan. I would fucking love to do it. I have not, unfortunately. I visited China once. I never got to go to Fujian when I was in China, but I would love to go to China and visit Fujian. Because, like, in my opinion, the tea that comes out of Fujian is special. It's just a very special, like, land. You know? Something about the mountains in that area just produce really good tea. Mel, hello, welcome. Yeah, hand rolled. There has to be a tea otoma game where all the male leads are tea themed. Let's go ahead and pour. Let's go. It's thick. I can tell that it's thick. Oh, this tea has a big dick. I know it. I know it in my heart that this tea has a big dick. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I want to sip this so bad, but I know I'm gonna burn my mouth if I sip it right now. Yeah, it burns. Oh! Woo! Smoking! Sir, I'm about to revoke your say-so license. Why? 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 What did I do? What did I do? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh no. Woozy Mama saw me oaking. No. Oaking in 69 minutes. All right, let's take a loud sip. We have several violations on record in the last 2 minutes. Oh my god. So, people that love Chinese tea, usually Chinese people, right? Let's be honest. They have a feeling, there's a word for a feeling that you get while you're drinking tea, and the word in Mandarin Chinese it's called cha qi. Cha qi. Something like that, right? Cha qi. Cha qi. Cha as in like cha, like tea, right? And qi as in like energy. Like you know like in Dragon Ball when they're like, oh, his ki is really high. It's a Flippy, it's like this. It smells like this. Chi as in like, in Dragon Ball, like, oh, he has really, really high chi. He has really high like energy, right? Cha chi. Yeah. I don't know the tones, but people in China that really enjoy tea, when a tea makes you feel good, it's said that it's got cha chi. It's got big tea energy, exactly. And it's different from it being like high in caffeine. It's not saying that it gives you more energy, like caffeine energy. It's saying that it gives you a very pleasant feel. It like makes the hairs on your arm stand up. You know what I'm saying? It gives you like goosebumps, you know? So this tea that I'm drinking right now has a ton of chachi. Oh god, it's so good. It's so fruity. It's like, it's got a little bit of like cherry flavor, like a really ripe plum, like a plum that's like red, like deep red and like mushy as fuck, right? I don't taste any floral notes. It's just all fruity. Oh my god. And it's so thick. Like Millhouse, right? Oh my god. Oh, Sheriff Graham, welcome. I'm drinking tea. Yeah, great. This is oolong. It's a Taiwanese oolong grown in the upper regions of Nantou County in Taiwan, and it's at, I'm guessing, 17 to 1800 meters above sea level. It's so thick. Oh my god. This is like really good. Did you ever get banned from Discord server for quoting Eric Andre? I haven't yet, because I am a Discord noob. I am like a boomer at Discord. I did use Discord. I used Discord to play D&D with my real life friends, but I've never used Discord like for anything other than that until I started VTubing. I got that Luna card in a screw case. Let's go, Graham. This tea is delicious. Oh my god. I want to order at least 2 pounds of this, but if I want 2 pounds of this tea, I'm probably gonna have to pay like $200 to $300. That's a lot of money. Probably $300. Do I want to spend $300 for this tea? It's so good though, man. I'm so sad I got banned from Nyanner's Discord for talking about drinking gasoline and hating the French. I don't actually hate the French. Then why did you say it? Why did you say it, Anson? Woozy Mama, I am going to DM you and I'll tell you where I get it from. And Woozy, how about I send you this tea? I'll send you like a quarter pound or a half pound on me, because I'm a good son, and you got to take care of your moms. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, it's so good. Holy shit. Well, I'm saying, Woozy Mama, I'm gonna order 2 pounds of this, and then I'll send you like a half pound of it. It's like as soon as I get it, you know? It's actually pretty high in caffeine too. I'm kind of feeling a scoobert. Let's look at the leaf. Surprisingly, the leaf is pretty big. Do you remember the rule that I told you guys? The bigger the leaf, the less caffeine is in there, because bigger leaves are older leaves, and older leaves do not need as much caffeine, because caffeine is something that plants produce to repel bugs, especially from the little bud leaves. I see some small boys in there though. I see some tiny leaves. It looks like they mixed in bigger leaves with smaller leaves for this, which totally makes sense, because at 1,800 meters above sea level, you don't have a lot of land. You don't have a lot of land that's suitable for farming, which means in order to, like, because they're paying rent, they have to hire workers to go up they have to hire workers to live up on the side of a mountain for like 4 months, right? So it's just really expensive. So I totally understand why they mix in some of the bigger leaves, you know? I still trust that this is single source because I trust my dealer. I trust my dealer. I don't think they would like cheat me and give me like a blended tea, right? Yeah, there's some tiny leaves in here. There's some like truly small leaves, which totally makes sense why I'm feeling that caffeine rush. Which begs the question, is it actually chachi, or is it like I'm feeling a caffeine boost? He trusts his sassy racial profiling dealer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I'm feeling like chachi or I'm feeling like the caffeine. Why not both? Maybe. It's probably a mixture of both. Opens a trench coat full of tea. What are you buying? What are you selling? Got some good stuff for you, stranger. Holy fucking shit, this is really good. Let's try. All right, you know what? I don't want to move on yet. I want to try a second cup of this. Oh, I'm almost out of water. Well, I'll boil it and then I'll use it for a second cup of this and then we'll move on to the next one. Weed dealer, but it's just tea leaves. Drug dealer. Oh, I love you guys. Stranger, now that's the tea. Is tea a code word? Hello, John. Hello. Welcome. It's fucking boiling hot in my room right now. I'm like soaking wet. Oh God, I'm so wet. But it's worth it. I'm having like a really fun time drinking tea with you guys. I'm really happy I decided to do this. I was like hemming and hawing around Monday night. I was like, I probably shouldn't do this. I should probably just do a normal just chatting stream, because I'm not gonna be able to chat with you guys as much. I'm gonna be like stuck gushing over my tea, you know? Turn on the AC, you goober. Gomi, I can't do that. You guys are gonna hear that and it's gonna lower the sound quality of the stream, so I refuse to turn on my AC. Let's go ahead and try it. That's not a lot of water. That is like not a lot of water. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill up. You deserve air conditioning. Aripi, hello, Ari. Ah, it's hot. I need more water. I need to hurry up and pour the water and boil it so that I can drink this tea. I can't leave it in there too long or it's gonna get bitter. Fly, you fools, fly! Hurry up. Okay, that's good. Ah! Okay. Pour it out. I'm glad I once proposed tea strips. Yeah, great. You did. It was definitely you. Yeah, that proposed it, and I said that I was think about it. And at the time, I was like, I'm probably not going to do that because I prioritize like chat interaction over everything else. And this, frankly, it's a debuff to chat interaction because I'm busy doing stuff that's not reading your chat, right? Like reading your messages and responding. I can't do that as quickly because I'm looking. There's like a bajillion things that I'm looking at, right? But like, I'm happy. Thank you for suggesting it. I really appreciate it. It is, right? It reduces my chat interactions, Sir Flippy. And that's something that I don't want to sacrifice for anything, but I had to do it. If you cover your extremities in saliva, you can cool down quickly. So you're saying I should lick myself, Anson. Tempting, tempting. Oh god, it's fucking hot. Oh my fucking god, it's hot in here. I might actually take off my shirt. It's too fucking hot. Fimble, hello, hello. Welcome. Yeah, that is how cats do it. We could help you. Please put ice on your forehead. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip of this. Oh my god, it's even better. So the second and the third cup are typically the best. The first cup is good, but not the best that it could be. So if you're drinking high quality tea, you gotta brew it at least 3 times. And the second is a money. Oh my god, that's the good shit right there. Typically, if you're doing a gong fu tea ceremony, the tea master that's pouring and brewing the tea will drink the first cup by themselves, and then they'll pour out the second cup and give it to everybody. Give it to the people that are sitting at the table. Aripi, it's because you're drinking dry leaf. That's, I mean, this is brand new tea. This is tea that was harvested less than 2 months ago. Yeah, less than 2 months ago, like April of 2021. This tea was growing. Can you imagine that? This tea was growing on the bush 2 months ago. That's crazy. Human society is crazy. Because let me tell you something. As an orc, if you eat or drink something as an orc that was produced by an orc, it was probably made less than 20 miles from where you currently are, right? That's the product of orc culture, right? But human culture, I could be drinking a tea that is made with leaves that were made on like a fucking remote island, like 6,000 miles away from me. That is the power of humanity. That is incredible. Anyways, so, Aripi. Why is the second cup better? It's because the tea leaf has been produced, it's been dried, and it's been sitting in storage, right? So it gets a little bit stale, right? Just a little bit. And the first cup is usually where that staleness gets like pumped out of the leaf and into the water, right? And then when you drink the second cup, oh, it's so fresh. It's like it's fresh picked tea. It's delicious. So typically you get a little bit of that dusty flavor, that little musty, dusty, aged flavor. You get it out of the tea leaf in the first steep, in the first brew, and then the second and third brews are more like pure, you know? Oh my god, it's fucking hot. Can you smoke tea leaves, Anson? I've never done that. Return to your roots, brother. Let's be honest. Humans are kind of weak. You guys are small. You guys are small and weak and puny. Like orcs are stronger than humans, right? On average. But I gotta be honest. You humans is brain boys. You humies know how to thinks, and you know how to grows, and you know how to make beautiful arts, you know? So there are situations where humies is superior to orcs. And there are situations where orcs is superior to humies. Humies is smart gits! Exactly. The AA battery. Exactly. Snappy, I will 100% pick you up and carry you on my shoulder. Let's go. Can orcs make art? We do, but we're not very good at it. You guys have seen the art that I've posted, right? It's not very good, but I like it. I'm having fun. I love art. I love art. I think 90% of my love for humanity is because humans make fire art. You guys make the best art. It's so good. I get humiliated for being weaker and smaller. I should be frustrated, but why do I like it? Bonks himself in frustration. Gray. His fleshy body. Orc art has strong shamanistic tones. Exactly. However, orcish art is more ephemeral, more transient. We like tend to smash art after we're done making it. We don't really preserve art. That's not really an orc trait, you know? Yeah. Orc would be like Klingon opera. Exactly. Klingons are space orcs. I might make a third cup of this. This is like really, really good. Should I? Should I make a third cup? So I think I got most of the caffeine out of it. So now it's just the liquor, and I still feel the chachi. So I think this is really good tea. It's so thick. It's so fruity. Oh my god. It's got a little bit of that like peachy flavor. You know what it's got the flavor of? Have you guys ever bitten into a peach and the peel of the peach has like a specific flavor? Like peach peel has a very unique, distinct flavor that no other peel tastes like, right? It's got kind of a peach peel flavor. It's delicious. Yeah. No, I just eat the peach. That's fine, Mike. That's fine. That's valid. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to compromise by saying I'm going to move on because I have a limited amount of time, but I might come back to this after I finish all 5 teas and drink some more because goddamn, this is like my favorite out of the batch. It's really good. We're moving on. Unfortunately, I have to dump this leaf. Wow, that's like super pointy looking. I have to dump this leaf, which is very expensive. Like what I have right now that I'm dumping out is probably worth like $6. This is $6 worth of tea leaf that I'm fucking dumping out into my bucket. Oh, it's fucking hot. Ah! It's fucking hot. God damn it. Ah! Okay. Yamero! Hello, Jose. Welcome, Jose. How you doing? What would you pair with your tea like a snack? Kaido, that's a really good question. I would say that tea snacks are good and they can definitely elevate the tea, but it can't be too sweet and it can't be too flavorful. If it's too flavorful, it's going to overpower the delicateness of the tea. So I like these like little Chinese like biscuits they have, and it's very, very slightly sweetened, but not that much. So it's kind of like it's almost like a cracker, and it's thick, and it looks like a mahjong tile. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? There's a Chinese cookie that pretty much tastes like a cracker. It's pretty much a cracker, but they put a little bit of sugar into it, and it's about the size of a mahjong tile. That's my favorite snack to eat with tea. Cutting open this one. It's not rice. It's made out of, I think it's made out of buckwheat or wheat or something like that. It's made out of wheat. It's a wheat cracker. Yeah. A lot of people don't like them because they're kind of bready and they're not that sweet, but like just a little bit of sweetness. And I like to eat that with tea. So this is also Fujian. And the package says it's at 18, but I think that might be bullshit because I don't think there's a mountain in Fujian at 18. I might be wrong. I mean, somebody that lives in China would fucking know better than me, right? I'm just like a fucking orc that lives in the US. Like what the fuck would I know about the mountains in Fujian, right? I have never seen a Fujian tea at 1800 though. It smells damn good. I might be biased for that last tea, but it's pretty close. This might be the best Fujian tea that I've sniffed so far. Kaido, Chinese teas are so good. They're the best in the world. They're so amazing. Foolish orc, you have no account for growing on tower. Very close. let's do 10 grams. Yeah, Blizzy. So I said it cost $180 to buy this tea, right? Not 100. $40 of it, $45 of it was the shipping cost. So over 25% of the cost of the tea, or a little bit under 25%, was shipping. So the shipping was why it was so freaking expensive, you know? Cost $45 to ship this tea to me, to my door. Yeah, Snappy. I have to get big old clothes. Oh, man. I should take a sip of water. I'm sweating bullets. Oh my god, my pits. My pits are crazy. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much. Crack my neck. Stop. You don't know what you're doing. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. All right. Water's boiling ready. We're gonna do our rinse. Boil it again. We're gonna clean it out. Yeah. Dry as a bone. Give it a little shake. Yeah. I think I'm going to need to pour in a little more water. Let's pour in the rest. Smells of this orc perfume. You guys are so weird. Pour in the rest of my water. And boil this shit. Alright. I like how he said it in the tone of Dante saying this party is getting crazy. No idea if that's intentional or not. It's not intentional, Gray. It's not. Chat is gonna lose their say-so card. Merp. Hey! Big Ham! Stupa, hello. Welcome. How you doing? How are the millionaire teas? They're delicious. One of them actually made me oak. This one right here, the 1800 Elevation Nanto County tea. Oh, it's so good. And I've got like my bucket here is just full of tea leaf. Oh my god. I might actually after the stream is over, I might take a picture and upload it to Twitter. Like a picture of a bucket that's, or like a mixing bowl that's full of used tea leaves. And in this bucket, it's probably going to be like maybe $40 worth of tea leaf. That I'm just gonna have to throw out. Oh my god. Are we ready? How are we looking? Alright, let's pour it out. It looks pretty thick. Looks pretty thick. It might actually be 18. You are pretty thick. Drink leftover mixed tea leaf, no balls. Absolutely not, Diggy. I refuse. Pretty good. Oh, it's fogging up my glasses. Oh. Chew on the spent leaves like tobacco and spit them into a big metal jar. Sell the tea bucket as forbidden juice. You guys are so weird. Get that good patang sound. Alright. So this is grown in Fujian province in China, and it's supposedly 1,800 feet above sea level. Is this Ching Ching cultivar? I don't think it is. This kind of tastes like jade. What is this? I can't tell. I'm gonna need to like look at each leaf to try to figure it out. It is pretty good. Gargle the tea and jar it, sell the jars for 80 bucks a pop. Who would buy that? Who on earth would fucking buy that? I know you mean it grown at X above sea level, but every time I imagine a tea plant just floating there above the ocean. Damon. The chat who needs bonking. Never asked that, dude. Never asked who would buy that. They will show up. A little bit dusty. I think I might dump out this cup because I feel like the rinse, that first rinse wasn't enough to get rid of the aged flavor. You know what I'm gonna guess? I'm gonna email my dealer, and I'm gonna ask her if this is truly a 2021 tea. I'm gonna guess that it's actually a 2020 or even a 2019 tea. I think this is an older tea that she, because not only is she, because my dealer owns the gardens, the plantations or the farms that that her teas are grown on, right? But she also buys tea from other areas of the world because she runs a tea company, right? She doesn't own any gardens in Fujian, so she buys it from a friend, right? I'm guessing she bought this from a friend, and the friend was like, this was like last year's crop, or this was the crop 2 years ago, and it tastes really good, and she knows that it's good, and she bought it, but it's not a 2021. I'm gonna dump this. We're gonna make our second cup immediately, and I'm going to test to see whether it tastes better that way. Now, if it tastes the same, that means it probably is a 2021, and that like the flavor is just not that good. This flavor, I would say, if that is truly the flavor, I would say that it was probably raining a lot when they harvested this tea. The week before they harvested it, there was probably a rainstorm in Fujian, and it caused it to have this flavor, which I would say that it's a dud. Like, I wouldn't buy this. But the thing is, my dealer doesn't send me trash. Or maybe sometimes she does to test to make sure I know what I'm doing, right? She's like, oh, if I could sell this gaijin like shit tea, and he can't tell the difference, then I could just charge him a shit ton of money and sell him shit. I don't know. Maybe she's like testing me, right? Let me try the second steep and see if you know. I'm excited for this one. This is the holy grail. This is the reason I'm looking at the fifth and final tea in my collection. It's grown at 2,400 meters above sea level in Taiwan. This is one of the highest elevation teas in all of Taiwan. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna give it 20 more seconds, and I'm gonna pour out this cup. Gaijin is Japanese. It is. There's probably a word in Mandarin that uses the exact same characters, like a foreigner, right? I'm interested in learning that. I never learned that when I was taking Mandarin Chinese. The word for foreigner. Guailo. What's the tones, Uzimada? Do you know the tones for guailo? Oh, it's a bad word. Whoops. I apologize. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Whoops. All right. Oh yeah, that looks good. Why guoren? My bad, we used the bad one growing up. In Taiwan, we use why guoren. Ah, okay, okay. It smells a lot better. What is white tea? Anson, white tea is a tippy leaf. It's the baby tea leaf. Like, you know the buds of the bud leaves that come off the tea plant, and it's a little bit hairy. You know, it's got that like fuzz. Have you ever seen baby leaves off of a lot of like different types of trees and bushes? They've got kind of like a fuzzy nature to the leaf. When you pick the tea leaf, when it's got that fuzz, it's white tea because of the little white hairs, right? Yeah. So white tea is baby tea leaves, and then it's usually 0% oxidized. They usually prepare it like a green tea, 0% oxidation, and then they steam fire. They steam it so that to prevent further oxidation, and they sell it as a white tea is technically a green tea, but it's green tea made from baby leaves. Yeah, it's hot. This is fucking hot. I gotta wait a little bit. Woozy Mama grew up in a bad neighborhood. In other words, it's like spring chicken but tea. Exactly, Crazy Cat. Exactly. It's like veal tea. Tea for newbies when, Jose? I don't know. Maybe. If it's a different stream, if I'm playing a video game and you guys have tea questions, please hit me up. I love talking about tea. Love talking about tea. All right, let's take a little ginger sip. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. Ooh, I like it. It's very nasal. A 100%. This is not a 2021 tea. This probably isn't even 2020. Because 2020, like I said, was a shit year for tea across the world. And China is no exception to that, right? Like, China locked down hard. They approached the COVID thing very, very seriously. They locked down, they did well, which means like they probably couldn't get enough workers to do stuff. They probably left entire harvests in China like to rot because they had no choice, right? This is probably not a 2020 tea. This is probably like 2019. This is actually really good. So I'm gonna email her and I'm gonna say I don't think this 1800 meter Fujian tea is 2021. I think it's 2019. That's a really good question, Jose. That's a really good question. Maybe I'll do another stream like this next month or so. And I'll pick teas that are not super expensive, and maybe I'll pick them from like stores that you can get like in Canada, in the US, in Europe, you know? Yeah, budget teas, right? This is an excellent tea. It's got the chachi flavor, right? Chachi. It's lighter on flavor. I don't taste a whole lot of floral or fruity notes. But it's got really nice body, very nice body, which means the temperature, the weather for where this tea was grown was probably ideal when they harvested it this year. It's a very, very light tea. I would call it delicate, right? It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. So you probably can't pair this tea with food or a snack. You would want to drink this tea by itself, but like it just feels good. It's a good tea. I actually think it's like actually sweet. It's sweet and nasal, and it's got like a really heavy body. I think this is a 2019, and I think this is very good. I wonder how much she's going to charge me for this if I buy a pound of it. Here's the thing. This tea didn't make me oak, right? The Nantou Taiwanese tea that I had the tea that I drank before this one, that one made me oak. So that one, I need that in my collection, right? This one I really like, but I don't need it in my collection. So if it's a little bit cheaper, maybe I'll buy it. I feel like as a 2019 tea, as a 2-year-old tea, this doesn't even taste like a spring tea. Is it spring? It might be like winter 2019. Which means it's only 1.5 years old. It's not 2 years old. Or is it 3? 2.5? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I like tutorial. Sounds exploitable. Yeah. Randon, you should market yourself as a tea VTuber. Maybe. You can't tell the age by the taste. Fake tea fan. Shaking my J. What are you shaking? What body part starts with the J? Is there a body part that starts with the J? T-tuber. Let's go. Ah, should be an H. I see. Yo, shaking my jugs? Shaking my jugs. I like that. Shaking my jugular. Al, what are you doing? Al, I saw that. I saw that, Al. I saw that. Shaking my jaw. Virtual T-tuber intro has random model T posing. Let's go. So because this is a 2019 T, she would probably charge me less for it. And it might be worth it. But I need to confirm with her that this is not a 2021 tea. I would be extremely surprised if this was a 2021 tea. She probably mixed in a 2019 just to keep me on my toes. And she's not sending me garbage. This is definitely a very good, high quality tea. She's probably just making sure that I know what I'm doing. And if I ever demonstrate that I don't know what I'm doing, she'll start ripping me off. That's a lie. That's a joke, by the way. My tea dealer is a wonderful, wonderful lady. She's very giving. For example, like these samples that she's sending me, she's making no money off of it. I paid $180, but like the fact of the matter is that she has to cut open a 50-kilogram bag of tea and pour out 2 ounces and then send it to me and then reseal it. So she's actually taking a risk. Like if she fucks that up and doesn't reseal it properly, she's wasting 50 kilograms of tea, right? So she's doing me a big favor. She's a wonderful lady. I love her. She's just very angry all the time. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever met like an old I don't know if this is like not cool to say, but like if you live in a metropolitan city and like have you ever met like an old Chinese person that's like constantly angry, but they're also a very good person? They're like, "You're too loud! Shut the hell up! By the way, take these cookies and tell your mother I said hello," you know? Like, she's like that. Take these oranges. Take these oranges and tell your mother I said hello. That's just old people in general. Oh. This is good. Not at the same level as the Nantou tea, but this is very good. If the price is right, I could totally buy 2 pounds of this. Aggressive and kind, but not aggressively kind. Exactly. We're pouring it out. Do I have enough water? I apologize, guys. I might need to get more water. Give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna pour more water. I'm actually probably going to I'm probably gonna turn my AC on for 2 minutes because like I'm actually getting kind of uncomfortable. I'm actually getting like kind of dizzy because it's too hot in here. So I apologize. Please give me a 2 to 3 minute break. I'm gonna air condition my room a bit and then get more water. I will be right back. Let's go to the be right back. And then like Okay, I'm back. Oh, so much better in my room. Oh. Whew. It's so much cooler in my room now. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. All right. Now we're trying the Mac Daddy, the most expensive tea. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna like very carefully clean this out. This tea is so expensive, I don't want to mix it with like even one leaf. Yeah, get that shit out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So before I even cut this shit open, let's discuss this tea. I think unless I am mistaken, I think Crazy Cat, someone mentioned that they're from Taiwan, right? So you would probably know this tea. There's like a tiny little village on a mountain in Taiwan. Sorry, I got to go. Okay, yeah, no problem. Take care, Crazy Cat. So this tea is grown in a place called Da Yu Ling. I don't know how to pronounce it because I don't speak Mandarin Chinese. Like I'm a baka gaijin, right? It's grown in a little village called Da Yu Ling, and it's 24 to 2,500 meters. It's like straight up in the mountains. It fucking snows there, like in the summer. sometimes. This is like way the hell like up in the mountains, right? This tea is like fucking expensive. This tea is so expensive that there's a lot of unscrupulous tea dealers in Taiwan. They'll grow tea at the base of the mountain that Da Yuling is on, and then they'll call it Da Yuling. And their rationale is like, well, it's technically the same mountain, so it does count as a Da Yuling. No, it does not count. It has to be grown like in the village, like the little township. Is that how you say it? Yeah. So an honest to God, authentic Da Yuling tea is extremely valuable, and the reason why it's valuable is because we're gonna go into a little bit of like. Actually, I don't know if I'm qualified to give you like Taiwanese history, because I'm not Taiwanese. I'm obviously like American, and I'm not even like Chinese, right? I can just give you like super general stuff that I'm pretty sure is correct, and no Taiwanese person would be like, well, no, that's not right, you're wrong, right? So there are native Taiwanese people. There are native Taiwanese people that are not like Han Chinese, right? Right? Like, because Taiwan is a tiny little island, right? And there are native Taiwanese people, right? Now, the government of Taiwan has a very, very good system in place to give them health care, give them like reparations, and even if they want to, like give them back land, right? Yeah, I hesitate to say Aboriginal because I think a lot of people have started to consider that like a not cool word, it's like a pejorative term, right? Like it's not quite a slur, but it's not like politically correct to say Aboriginal anymore, right? But like we'll say like native Taiwanese people, right? That are not Han Chinese. Indigenous, yeah, something like that. So the Taiwanese government is really good at giving them reparations, giving them healthcare, and if they want to, they give them back land, right? Now, Da Yuling counts as indigenous land. So the government of Taiwan has slowly been giving back the land to the native Taiwanese people, right? So there are no companies that grow Da Yuling tea in Da Yuling. Does that make sense? If you're buying an actual Da Yuling tea that came from Da Yuling village, it didn't belong to like a mega corporation or like even like a medium-sized Taiwanese tea company. Like almost all authentic Da Yuling, like it was grown by like, yeah, like the Taiwanese government does a lot of things wrong, but one thing that they do right is that they generally treat the native Taiwanese pretty well, from what I hear. Yeah, great. I might be overreacting, but just to be safe, I don't want to say anything that's like not cool, right? Just in case. You guys understand, right? So I trust my dealer. I don't think that she would give me a fake Da Yuling. So she sent me 2 ounces of supposedly an authentic Da Yuling. And this motherfucker right here, this 2-ounce package of Da Yuling cost me, I think $70. So it's $35 an ounce. Like freaking crazy. $35 an ounce. What the fuck? In a dime bag. Billion. I'm cutting it open. Let's go. Aboriginal is just a misnomer. People took it to mean original, but Aboriginal is like not original or something. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh shit. I'm not even drinking the tea leaf, and like the hairs on my arm are standing up. I believe that this is like 2,400 meters above sea level. Holy shit. This is the main problem, guys. If you look up Dayuling tea, if you go and Google it and try to buy it, it's probably not authentic Dayuling. It's probably grown at the base of the mountain that Dayuling is on, but Dayuling is not a mountain. Dayuling is a village on a mountain, right? And these unscrupulous dealers will say, well, like, it's on the same mountain, so it counts as Dayuling. It's not Dayuling. It's not. Like, in order for it to qualify as a Dayuling, it has to be above 2,000 meters, right? There was a thing in Canada, too, since Aboriginal was once the term of choice, but for the most part, people have moved on to Indigenous as a term of choice. Exactly, Indigenous. Yeah. Okay, let's pour. Oh my god, this is so expensive. I'm like scared to put in too much. Let's put in 10 grams. A little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, alright. 10 grams. Oh my god. This is like super expensive. I'm gonna put it to you real. I've had Dayuling before, but I don't buy it every year. It's just too expensive. So I typically only buy it once every like 3 or 4 years. Sweating like a Jordan Peele kid. That would actually be really funny. I wish I could commission that. Shokugeki no Randon. Save. Hello, Save. First Nation. Yep. Inuit, Metis. Yep. Over here in the States, we also say First Nation. Yeah, First Nations. So if I buy Dayuling, 2 pounds of it, this is gonna cost me like $500 to buy, and I that makes me. We're back. I apologize. Whew. All right, let's do the rinse. Okay. Interesting. This is very green, which totally makes sense, right? Like a tea master, even like a crotchety old Taiwanese man that's been doing this shit for 60 years would hesitate before oxidizing Dayuling, right? You don't want to fuck with this shit because this is like $100,000 batch, right? Like you don't want to fuck with the $100,000 worth of raw tea leaf, right? It looks very green. I don't see any oxidization anywhere on the leaves, which totally makes sense for a Dayuling. Randon, is oolong your favorite tea? Emilian, yes, oolong is my absolute favorite tea. I have a very, very big soft spot for Taiwanese oolong. If you look at my top 20 favorite teas, 15 out of 20 are probably going to be Taiwanese grown oolongs. That's my jam. That's what I like. And then like the other 5 are probably going to be like a Chinese oolong, you know, like grown in like Fujian or somewhere else. I'm on Treaty 6 land in Amisquash Amisquachi? Interesting, interesting. Whew. Thought you had spilled tea on the router. I need to expand my tea vocabulary. This shit's expensive. It is. It is. You pretty much nailed the pronunciation. Nice. Look how fucking green this shit is. Oh my god. Interesting. Metis is Métis. Métis. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. That's what she said. This is like hyper green. And it's like... So another thing that you guys should know, if you look at like tea leaf, right? And it's really, really, really green, like very vividly green, right? Like vividly ASMR. If it's vividly green, that usually means that when it was grown, maybe up to a month before it was harvested, there was a very little sunlight in the area that it was being grown. And that totally makes sense, right? Like imagine if you're like a plant, and you know you're staying in your own lane, you're photosynthesizing, right? If you're in an area with less sunlight, you need your leaves to be more green to get as much. Yeah, $80 a pound. $80 is kind of low on the low end too. Mr. Like G, a true Dayuling that's grown like in that village. Actually, wait. Mr. Like G, are you like living in Taiwan? If you're in Taiwan, it's probably about $80 per pound. If you want to get it in the States, it's like $160 to $200 per pound, and that's on the cheap end. I think $200 per pound is about right if you're in the States or you're in Canada. So if I want to buy 2 pounds of Dayuling, that's $400, 400 or 500, you know? All right, let's drink. Let's pour. It actually doesn't look that thick. But man, it's like green. Because an oolong is kind of like yellowish, right? I've had a roommate in college that said that the oolong was like piss colored. Like it was like yellow colored, right? But this is like kind of a pale green color. Nicholas, hello. Oh man. Sounds like buying expensive artisanal Easter eggs. Yeah. The Fabergé eggs. Yeah. Yeah, this tea is beyond me. I'm tasting orange blossom. Like, you know, not orange, but the smell of orange flowers. Like tangerine flowers, right? It's like a 1-2 punch. Like the flavor is both low in my mouth and also like right in the nose. Like it's hitting my like nasal cavities. I think my issue is like I'm capping out on my ability to detect chachi. Does that make sense? So I feel like this should be higher than the Nanto, the 1800, but like I have a limit to how high I can sense. It's like my power meter can't well, my scouter can't go above 9,000. So these are both 9,000, but I can instinctively tell that this is higher than 9,000, and I'm disappointed in myself. I don't know how to like describe it in any other way. And this is the first cup after I rinsed it, so this is definitely a 2021 Daoyuling. I wish I could appreciate the level of this tea. I don't think I can. I think it's just too high quality. I've capped out and I can't. I had green tea mochi ice cream, not to slight to you, coffee mochi. Yeah. Green tea mochi is good, but coffee mochi is like delicious, you know? I think coffee works better as an ice cream flavor than tea does. I agree with you. Although I gotta say, Thai tea flavored ice cream is my favorite ice cream. It's so good. It's over 9,000. It's over 9,000! It's definitely over 9,000. I cannot. I don't think I'm at the level of being a tea taster to appreciate the level of this tea, which is a damn shame. I just want to give a shout out to Tiger Ice Cream, Black Licorice, and Orange is a great combination. Okay. On a real note, is part of this tea's satisfaction the price? Like, tea is one part taste, the other part sense of accomplishment of being picked by your dollar. That might be true, Diggy. There's definitely like a subgroup of enthusiasts in any type of hobby where it's not about the quality anymore. It's about like putting money into it, right? Definitely for bicycling, there's diminishing returns in the quality of your bicycle. Like, is a $12,000 Colnago bicycle, a Colnago C64, faster than like a $2,000 specialized tarmac? Like, is it 10 times faster? Absolutely not. Like a $2,000 tarmac versus a $12,000 C64, you're gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get any speed difference. You're gonna get maybe like 10 seconds every hour. You know. So this is a sad case of just me being a pleb. You know. I'm a peasant. I'm a pleb. Like, I can't appreciate a true Daoyuling, and I would bet money that this is a true Daoyuling. Like, it's definitely on a different level. Would I buy $500 worth of this? The only reason why I would buy this is if an actual crotchety old Taiwanese tea master was visiting and I needed to wow them, right? Because I myself wouldn't be able to tell the difference in this. Like, I can't appreciate this level of quality. I might. If I can, I might ask her if she can include like 5 ounces of it and just keep it in my closet, you know? Because even 5 ounces is gonna run me like $120. If you're a plebeian, are we amoebas? I mean, no. Because the plebeian is the lowest, right? So we're all plebeians together, Gray. We're all plebeians together. Now, am I going to drink a second and probably a third cup? Absolutely, because I put 10 grams worth of Daiyuling in my teapot. That's, what is that? That's like $12 worth of tea. I put $12 worth of tea leaf in my teapot. Like, I'm not going to drink it once. Like, it's not what's going to happen. I can't waste that. You just get like a flavor explosion. Like when I breathe in and like the air mixes with the tea in my mouth, it just like gives me a brand new level of flavor. I had a friend that used to be unable to sell cheap $1 candy. Unable to tell cheap $1 candy apart from the pastries or proper sweet treats. He would just down a $20 cookie bag in one sitting with that joy. Oh, that's awful. That's a damn shame. Oof. What's causing me to be melancholic? It's because I'm drinking authentic Daiyuling, in my opinion, as like a middling tea master, tea drinker, oolong enthusiast. This is an authentic Daiyuling, and I know that it's better than my 1800 elevation Nanto, but I don't know how much better. That's what's making me sad. Does that make sense? It's like when you finish a master's in physics and you think you're hot shit, and then you enter a PhD program and you realize you don't know shit. You're like a fucking flea. You don't know shit, buddy. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. You're mediocre. You're average. You're barely gonna make it if you make it. Like, it's like when you get into a PhD level program and you realize how small you are, you know? But remember, if you ever became a space cowboy, you'd be unable to tell softer teas apart because your taste buds are impaired. That's true. That's true. Some people do, on occasion, call me a space cowboy. And one time, even, somebody called me the gangster of love. It's true. It's true. You might think that I'm like, I'm tooting my own horn, but it did happen. Honest to God. One time, somebody called me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. Anyways. Daiyuling brew number 2. And I need more water, so I'm gonna pour more water. Randon outsold Stevie Nicks. Man, Faye Arc hits hard. It does. I was not expecting a Steve Miller bad joke. Did I hear a gong? Did you? It might be because of my weird-ass desk. Whenever I put something down on my desk, it makes a gong sound, which people either hate or love, right? Okay. We're boiling it. We're boiling. Now we know Randon did adult movies back in the days. Gray, if I did adult movies, would you watch? Would you watch? Would you partake? I'm boiling. I actually own a gong. It adds to the ambiance. Oh, thank you, Woozy Mama. Thank you, thank you. So what I'm going to do... Pardon? Pardon? I love Pecora. She's so great. Worst chat to ask. So this is what I want to do. Off stream, with my Gaiwan set, with my Gong Fu tea ceremony set, I'm going to try my 1800 and my Daiyuling together. And I'm going to put them head to head, and I'm going to drink like a shot glass worth, right? I'm going to make it to the best of my ability. Like, I'm going to I'm gonna go like all out, right? And I'm gonna chase the two, and I'm going to try to tell the difference in quality between the two. Like, I'm gonna try my damnedest to be able to differentiate the two. That's gonna be off stream. And that's really like how you grow, right? Let's be like philosophical for a second. It's not just about tea. It's like anything that you want to do in life. Step one is realizing like that, hey, you're not that great, right? You're actually a grasshopper. You're a baby. You're a sapling, right? There's so much room for you to grow. There's so many things that you don't know about the thing that you love, right? Step one is realizing how much you don't know and how much you can grow, right? And I think there's a lot of people that reach that part and they feel shame for some reason, right? They feel like, oh, I don't like being inadequate. I don't like being a beginner, right? Yeah, I know that I know nothing, right? I think the key to growing is to be happy, right? I'm sad right now. I'm allowing myself to be sad because I'm not that good at like tasting tea, right? I'm not at this level yet, right? But now I'm happy. I'm starting to be happy because I can try my damnedest. I've got 2 ounces of each of these teas. I am going to like taste the shit out of these together, and I'm going to put them up against each other, and I am going to train my taste buds to be able to tell the difference between the two and why the Daiyuling is superior. It's like you get stuck, and that's exactly Kaito. I don't know how to help you with it because I'm also in that mode, right? But I'm gonna tell you what, friend. Like, I'm gonna try my best to grow. I'm gonna try my best to become a better tea enthusiast, tea fan, tea sommelier, tea master, whatever you want to call it. Sucking at something is the first step towards becoming kind of good something. Yeah, Jake the dog. Let's go. It's a different feeling. I'll give you an example. Like, I started drawing. I'm going to try to upload 1 new drawing a week, right? But I don't feel that way as an artist because I'm a baby artist, you know? I just started. So I don't feel bad about not being good as an artist because I just started, right? But I would definitely probably go through that feeling of like inadequacy if I have practice, if I consider myself a good artist, right? Yeah, it's like, you know, you can be a good artist, you can be a great artist, but I feel like a lot of artists go through a phase where they're like, I could be so much better. And that makes you sad, that makes you depressed, that makes you not motivated, right? And I feel like up to this point, I had considered myself pretty skilled at drinking and identifying teas, you know? Right? I would like toot my own horn and say, yeah, I would consider myself a tea master. I'd be able to date teas. I'd be able to like give you a good flavor profile because I've been drinking tea for what, 10 years, 15 years, right? Tea at a high level, right? But I'm sitting here with you guys and I'm realizing I am a flea. I am a nematode. I am a worm. You know, I am nothing compared to the people in China, the people in Taiwan that have been doing this for their entire lives. 80 years. They're like kung fu masters, and I'm just like I'm an insect, you know, and it kind of makes me sad. Let's drink cup 2. You're our insect, Gomi. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting a little emotional. What am I doing, like tearing up? That's stupid. Come on, Randon. What are you doing? Get it together, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm a little sad. Oh, it's so good. So freaking good. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Gray. Hatch. I'm drinking Dayuling tea, and I'm 99.9% sure that this is authentic Dayuling tea. Dayuling is a tiny little town. Not even a town. It's like a village, like a mountain village in Taiwan, and it's about 24 to 2,500 meters in elevation. How many feet is that above sea level? Can someone do a quick meter to foot calculation? Like, how many feet above sea level is 2,500 meters? Can someone do a quick math check for me? Justin, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching me drink tea for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh. Martin, good morning, good morning. 8,200 feet above sea level. 8,200 feet. Can you imagine a farm at 8,200 feet above sea level? That is insane. That doesn't make any sense. What kind of madman would do that? Who would start a farm on a fucking mountain? That's insane. Only the Taiwanese would be that insane to do that. I mean, at least they have water. That's true, Wildfire. That's true. I'm drinking a tea that 2 months ago was on a bush on a mountain at 8,200 feet above sea level in Taiwan. They have the high ground, Anakin. You know, some years in Dayuling they can't grow tea because it snows and you can't grow it when it's that cold, right? Diggy, in general, blended teas are only for lower quality teas. You would only blend a tea if you're trying to mask an imperfection in the tea. So in general, I'm pretty distrustful of blended teas. Emilian? Brother? Buddy? you kinda triggered me. Oh my god. Don't ever make Dayuling boba. I would fucking I'd fucking jump off a cliff. What kind of madman would make Dayuling boba? Please don't ever do that. That's madness. That's insane. Stream's over. Stream's over. Oh my god. Hot dog water tea. I'm gonna do it to spite you. Zeno, the Incineroar. Welcome. Just relaxing with some gacha grinding. Let's go. Oh, finals. All right, Zeno, I'm sending you my energy. I hope you ace your finals. I hope you get an A+. I hope you get a 95+ on your finals. I'm rooting for you. Use $50 worth of tea for Boba the Mad Lad. You're tearing me apart, Emilian! You're tearing me apart! I didn't do it. I didn't hit her. That's bullshit. Oh, man. Emilian Boba ran and punches a hole in monitor. Are there any types of tea used along with dishes or mixed with certain foods? I don't actually know that, Diggy. Honestly, I'm kind of a tea snob, so I don't really mix tea with anything. I guess kombucha, although I don't really like kombucha that much. Oh, 69 likes. Hey everybody, if you like the stream, smash that like button and follow. See more content. But please, I do appreciate if you hit the like. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What is kombucha? Kombucha is fermented tea. And the reason why it's fermented is because tea leaf itself doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, right? You have to mix it with sugar, tea leaf, and then you let it rot. And then it turns into kombucha, and I don't really like it that much. Ah, ochazuke. Yeah, I've had that before. It's pretty good. Sellout Randon is my favorite AU. You like the annoying voice that I do for selling out? Oh, thank you, Gray. I appreciate it. I might have to sleep on it. I still think this tea is way beyond me. I can't appreciate the level of this tea. How do I describe it? In no sense is this tea overwhelming. It doesn't have extremely bold flavors. The body is not super heavy, right? Everything is just polished. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Because an amateur would be able to drink a tea with strong flavor and say like, oh, that's got really strong fruity flavors. It's got really strong floral flavors, right? Or they'll be able to they'll drink a tea and go like, wow, that's a really heavy, thick body. That's an exceptional body, right? You drink this, I'm drinking this Daiyuling. It's got the right flavor. It's not bitter at all, not even a little bit, right? It's got a nice little balance of floral and fruity flavors. The body is like perfect. It's like meat. It's like room temperature. It's the meat, like it's textbook medium body. So it's not thin, it's not thick. It doesn't have any unique characteristics. It's just perfect. Does that even make? Am I like babbling? I might be babbling. I might be like spewing shit. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But to me, it's like, it's exceptional because nothing is extreme. Everything is like perfect. Hey, Devitar, good night. Good night. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. It's just fucking perfect. Oh, man. How's the art coming along, if you don't mind my asking? Hatch, you know that like shitty picture of my face, like looking tilted? I drew that. And I know it's shitty art, but I'm like really happy with it. I think it looks really funny. What? Fleshy! Hello, Fleshy. Hi. Fleshy! Hello. Oh, man. I drew that picture of my face, and I was so happy with it, with the expression, I sent it to Fleshy immediately. Look, it's Fleshy. Hello, Fleshy. How you doing? It's just fucking perfect. Fleshy, in case you just came in right now, I put in 10 grams of tea leaf into my teapot. I'm drinking a tea that is probably worth, per pound, about $150 to $200 per pound. Tired, but okay, been lurking. Oh, okay. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. I laughed really hard when I opened Discord this morning. Yeah. Randon sounds like he's talking to his crush in middle school. Kinda. This tea's like fucking perfect. This tea is wasted on a lug like me. On a plebeian like me. It's wasted on someone like me. It's like when you're dating someone and you know they're better than you, you know? And you're like, you deserve better. I'm being so dramatic. I'm sorry. I'm being so dramatic. Sungi, hello, welcome. Sungi, I saw your Discord messages. I'm so sorry I can't respond because, you know, I'm streaming, but I'll respond as soon as I finish. God damn, that's good. I'm gonna go for a third cup. I can't. Minimum 3 cups. This is just way too expensive for me to waste. I guess we're kind of winding down on the stream though, right? Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours, so I'm just kind of. I got in my eye. All right. I got a little bit of tea in my eye. Ow. And it's like boiling hot. Ow. I put my tea on my lap too fast, and it like splashed tea up into my face. Become tea. The tea says you are not worthy. Whew. How the fuck you get boiling tea in your eye? Trying to drink my milk? Yeah, Martin. Milk is good. Milk is good for your bones. Take a pause and wash eye with cold water. I think I'm good. I DM'd you a shirt that you might like to wear. Yeah, Wildfire, thank you. I'll check it out after stream. Immediately afterwards. Alright, let's try one more cup. For this one, I can leave it for 2 minutes for longer because it's the third steep. Randon, where did you get your Gong Fu set? I'm thinking of getting mine from Tea Drunk NYC, but it seems kind of pricey. Yeah, a good Gong Fu set is really expensive, Emilian. I've never heard of Tea Drunk. You know, if you want my opinion, if you want like actual good stuff, you have to go to like a Chinese herb and tea shop. It might not even be labeled a tea shop. It might be like a Chinese herb shop, like in actual Chinatown, because I'm from New York City myself, and the Chinatown in Manhattan is not really Chinatown anymore. Does that make any sense? Like I would say like Flushing is more like where like the actual Chinese people live in New York City, you know, like Flushing, that area. Gatekeeping Chinatown. I would go to a Chinese herb shop in Flushing and then ask them to hook you up, you know? Yo, the Chinese food in Flushing is next level. It is so fucking good. My favorite dim sum place is in Flushing. Oh, so good. Yeah. Whew. Oh, it's getting hot in here again. Oh. And like one side of my shirt is more soaked than the other side. Have you guys noticed that? Like if you look at like a sweat stain on your shirt, does it favor one side? Like both sides are sweaty, but my right side has less than my left side. My left side has noticeably more sweat. There's a large Chinese community spread out here in Sacramento, Cantonese, Mandarin. Yep. There's an herb shop near my house. Yeah. New York City is so rich. They have restaurants and concepts like Flushing. Yeah. I'm just looking at my shirt, you know? Dominant hand sweat preference. That makes sense. My left hand. Yeah, my left side has way more sweat. Las Vegas Chinatown is pretty underrated. Yeah. Best food. Yeah, Hatch, I'm a born lefty, although I write and I do art with my right hand. You missed the story. It's kind of depressing. I'm not going to repeat it because it's not a happy story of why I write with my right hand. Is the cost of tea that heavy? Yes. Good tea is very, very expensive. And it's expensive because good tea is hand-grown, hand-picked, hand-rolled, hand-packed. There's a lot of labor that goes into tea. It's a labor-intensive product, right? And you have to compensate those people fairly for their labor. My left side tends to sweat more due to preferences lefty. Ah, okay. Interesting. Don't repeat sad stories. Oh, yeah. Has it been 2 minutes? Listening to talk about tea has made me want to make some. Yeah, Curb, make some tea. hang out. Although, I'm probably ending the stream in about 20 minutes, you know? Let's take a little sip and see if it's ready. Yep. Why is it like not pouring properly? It must be, the little like holes must be getting clogged, you know? It's not pouring properly. It reminds me of pee. There we go. Alright, this is the third and final brew of my most expensive tea. Made and drank some mango black tea we got from a TJ Maxx during stream. Nothing too fancy. Yo! Yeah! I love black tea. My bias is towards oolong, right? Oh, so good. Don't get tea in your eye. Yeah, I'll be real careful. That actually like hurt. It was actually really hot. I really like that the sound of hot water versus cold water is different when you pour it. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Inject directly into eye. I refuse. I refuse. Oh. Oh my. That is delicious. IT professionals. That's a good pun. I like it. I'll be careful. Gets tea in his ear. Well, I've got canned headphones. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the kind that go over the ear. So my ears are protected. Tell you what, brother. This Taiwanese make a fine tea. Is there any tea that you want to try that you've yet to taste? That's a really good question. Okay. I've tried Big Red Robe. I've tried... I've had Rwandan tea at the tea expo, but I've never bought it before. I'd like to buy some authentic Rwandan tea. That would be interesting. Do you ever prefer sweetener if you ever use one? Yeah, if I'm sweetening a tea, if I'm making a milk tea, I would never use granular sugar. I would never use like grain sugar. You know what I'm talking about? Like sugar from a sugar packet. If you are sweetening a tea to make a milk tea, always use sugar syrup. You want to use a sugar syrup so that it blends in better, right? Is milk tea when they steep the tea in milk or when it's brewed tea? Yeah, Emilian. Milk tea is tea that they brew for a very long time to get maximum flavor out of the leaf. And it's typically low quality leaf, right? And then they added milk and sugar afterwards, after it's done cooking, so to speak. Oh, honey is good too. Honey and tea, yeah. Although honey has a very specific flavor, therefore, if you're going for tea flavor, you don't want to use honey. You want to use a sugar syrup. But if you want to taste like honey specific flavor, that's perfectly fine, you know? Yeah, you're probably looking at chai, right? Chai is tea that's cooked in milk, and it's usually mixed with spices as well. Yeah, crazy cat. I'm like super high right now. And I'm like kind of melancholic because I have a tea that I'm drinking that I know is beyond my ability to assess. For my level of skill, it is impossible to gauge. Folly, hello. Welcome, welcome. Chicory tea is good. Chicory tea is a tisane, though. It is a herbal tea. Crazy. I'm very, very happy. If I could do a recap. I had my 1500 meter tea from Alishan in Taiwan. Delicious tea. Pretty average though. I wouldn't say that it had any special qualities. Then I had a tea from Fujian, China. It was this is a 12, which I would consider good. If the price is right, I would buy 2 to 3 pounds of this because I think this is a very good mid-range tea. Mid-high range that, like, you know, I could give to people if they're visiting me and I'm pouring them a cup of tea, right? Then we had the Nanto tea, the 1800 meter. This was delicious. This was great. This gave me like the pins and needles feeling. It was also very tippy. It had a lot of caffeine. I'm definitely gonna order 2 pounds of this. I think this is gonna be my green oolong, my batch, right? Nina, hello, welcome. Then we have the 1800 from Fujian. This one I thought was very good, but it's definitely not a 2021 tea. I would bet my bicycle that this is not 2021. This is either 2020 or 2019, probably a 2019. Yeah, this is probably a 2019. And then the last tea that I had was my Daoyuling, my super expensive, like $150 to $200 per pound tea. This is the one that kind of made me sad because I can't properly appreciate it because I'm still too young, you know? Look at me. I'm a boomer orc and I think that I'm too young and too inexperienced to appreciate something. I guess if I look at it from that point of view, that kind of makes me happy, you know? Yeah, tiny little village, a mountain village in Taiwan, right? It's not the name of the mountain, it's the name of the town, the little village. If I remember my geography correctly, I think it's in between Highway 14 and Highway 5? Highway 8? Because there are highways. There are roads in Taiwan, and I think it's Highway 14, Highway 8. There's like a little cross section of those two roads. That's where Daoyuling is. I don't think it's Highway 5, because Highway 5 is like the main coastal road along the western part of the island. You can tell it's a 2019 tea because you can still taste the hope. Folly, that's a good one. Zathers, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. Delicious. Excellent. Fantastic. Amazing. Breathtaking. How did you know what highway I have? It's because Taiwanese teas are my favorite. Yeah. If I have 20 favorite teas, 15 of them are Taiwanese. Oh man. Never had a truly good cup of tea, just store-bought stuff. Well, everything's store-bought, Nina. Yeah. Gonna be logging out of the stream. Some of my IRL friends are doing an online game. Yeah, thank you. Emilian, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Ah, Sungi, thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm winding down. I'm probably going to call it in like 5 minutes. I really have to use the bathroom. I have so much caffeine in my blood, I can see through time. So I don't know what time it is because I see both 20 minutes into the future and 20 minutes into the past. Like, that's how much caffeine I have in my blood. You're right, Astro. I should drink water. So I have a bottle. I have a bicycle water bottle full of water, and I haven't refilled this thing, and it's only half empty. So I drank half a bottle of water, and I drank like possibly 2 to 3 liters of tea. 20 minutes into the future, I take the longest and most satisfying piss of my life. Ribians. You know that scene in Austin Powers when they unfreeze him and he takes a leak? That's me. That's me in 20 minutes. It's just gonna be like a 10-minute piss. If you bottle that pee, you'll be able to sell it like liquid gold to all the orc sims. Oh my god. Randon, you're about to have his own Day of the Tentacle. I hate pee. It's true, Crazy Cat. I was hemming and hawing. I didn't think this would be a good... I frankly didn't think tea drinking would be good content, but I'm like happy. I'm happy that I got to do something that I love and that I was going to do anyways. And now I'm on stream and we're chatting, you know? Gamer girl bathwater, but orc. Next, pee tasting, I refuse. I mean, I hate to kink shame people, but I don't want to see that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't want to kink shame people that are into that. That's cool, that's valid. That doesn't hurt anyone. And you're allowed to do what you want, but I don't ever want to see that. The passion is really contagious. Oh, thank you, Mama. Woozy Mama, thank you so much. Chat is full of horny and I'm scared. It is like so freaking hot. I'm like sweating bullets. It's hotter than it was when I took my pause, you know? When I paused and like got more water and turned on my AC, I feel like it's at least 5 degrees hotter in my room. It might be like 100 degrees in my room right now. Because I've got my ring light, I'm drinking tea, and it was a hot day today where I live. Randon gonna be like Super Mario Sunshine. I know what you're talking about. I've got a powerful stream on the way. That's a good pun. Like I'll be taking a leak and I'll be like, I'm streaming! Ma, look at the camera, I'm streaming! Because I'm making a stream, get it? Like a stream of piss, you know? Look, Ma, no hands! Yeah. Plot twist, you're scared of hornies, but you're horny yourself. Yeah, exactly. All these piss jokes, come on. Look, Mom, sawing a log! Local orc carves a new river with this piss beam. Yeah, it's like a Paul Bunyan style myth, right? Like Paul Bunyan was dragging his axe across Arizona and then it created the Grand Canyon. Dancho! Dancho Tsume, welcome. Hey, I'm glad to see ya. How you doing? Unfortunately, I am about to end the stream probably within a minute. I tried 5 different teas. I'm both happy and sad. It's a complicated feeling right now. Woke orc kiss. Bone miser, thank you. Oh shit. I have to work tomorrow. Why did I drink 3 liters of tea if I have to work tomorrow? How am I gonna sleep tonight? I might have played myself. Ooh. I think I played myself. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but if I drink coffee, I'm up for 18 to 20 hours. That's why I very rarely drink coffee. I think I'm screwed, because I definitely drank more than like 2 coffees worth of caffeine just right now. So I'm like 2 coffees in. So I'm gonna level it with you. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Yeah, Nina, tea has caffeine in it. It has 1/4 to 1/6 the amount of caffeine as an average cup of coffee, but it has caffeine in it. Uh-oh. I might go for a bike ride, Fahu. Yeah. But it doesn't matter if I ride 100 miles, I'm not going to be able to sleep, just because I'm so sensitive to caffeine. No amount of exercise is going to get me to sleep once I have this much caffeine in my body. Uh-oh. Why didn't anyone mention this earlier? Yeah. Once again, something that could have brought to my attention yesterday! Uh-oh. This is my fault. I'll deal with it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Indian teas are great. Oh yeah. They have a lot more flavor because they're dark teas. And also Assamica in general. The cultivar of Indian tea, Sinensis Assamica, or it's, if we're gonna be scientific, it's Camellia Sinensis Varietal Assamica. It's a varietal, not a cultivar of tea, right? Or it's a cultivar. No, it's a varietal, not a cultivar. Anyways, okay. It's really, really freaking hot. I want to turn on my air conditioning, so I think I will call it. Everyone that came out and stayed the entire freaking time, thank you so much. Thank you for watching me drink tea and get depressed and also get like fully torqued. I was like oaking. Thank you for coming out. I'll be streaming Saturday. Hopefully this Saturday I'll be finishing up Eratus. I'm gonna beat Eratus this Saturday, and it's going to be a morning stream at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Yep. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Good night. Mm-hmm.